Press, there we go. There we go. There we go. Let's give a minute for people to join back on. And so sorry, guys. Boom, boom, boom. We'll give it a second. Yep, boom, boom, boom. Hello, everybody. We'll give it a second here still. Frustrating, let me tell you. The enemy wants to frustrate. Let me tell you, technical difficulties. He doesn't want nobody shining the light. But we are going to continue in the mighty name of Jesus. Let me tell you, I was getting a little frustrated though. It would not let me press live. That's why I kept changing the time. Give it a second. Let me see. Scared me. I thought it was canceled. Evan said, boom, boom, boom. Man, we're getting back up there. We got 35. Give it a second. Brother Jim in the house. Linda in the house. Let's go through here. Fat Lack in the house. Jay. Manuel. Vince, Richard, Lisa. So we are tonight, we are going to give away, going to do the raffle for the Kansas City piece. And let me just tell you guys too, I am going to be, I'm really trying to get some lights to where it's more lit up. Like I told you guys to give me some, yes, please smash that like button. Thank you, my brother Lamuel. Truly appreciate it, my brother. Definitely trying to get some lights to get this more professional. And of course, you know, I like the feedback. You know, I get people comment and they're like, man, they love watching the thing, but it's like, man, hard to see. And I do have, like I say, give me the board if you would. So we do, like I told you guys, I didn't end up posting it on Facebook. If anybody wants last minute to get another spot, you have a small window. We are literally doing the raffle tonight for this Kansas City piece. No matter how many numbers are sold, I'm going to raffle it up. That's me kind of dragging butt, just not posting it. What's happening, my brother David? So, 20 bucks a spot. And we will be doing this probably in about 40 minutes. We'll be doing the raffle for it. And somebody's going to win this piece. It's the piece I did for the Kansas City, Missouri class as an example. So there's still 1, 6, 11, 16. If anybody else wanted a spot, let me know. What's up, Tunes? Appreciate you guys. So tonight we're going to be doing a piece. My brother, Travis Ruiz, good friend of mine, he just literally, I think it's 2-3 days ago, had his little grandbaby, little girl. So we're going to be doing a board. He commissioned me to do a piece for him. Of course, and Travis is like one of my good friends, has done a lot for me. He used to be my marketing guy back in the day. He was the photographer for Lowrider Magazine for quite a few years. 14. Here's how I'm going to be. Rudy's going to be rolling the numbers. So we got the little mini. We got the little mini wheel here. If you guys can see that. It looks like we got 14. Matt Frost said he'll take 11. But it's a mini little, whatever you want to call it. It's got the balls in it. He's only putting the balls that were, what do you call it? That were picked. These are the spots that are left. I don't know who else wants. So it looks like 14. Boom, boom, boom. Evan. Let's see. Matt, number 11. Ten, Saints Customs. Boom, boom, boom. Number 6, Alejandro. Manual number 1. Boom. Hey, 14's already taken, my brother, Saint Customs. Okay, got you. Wait, who took 10? Oh, yeah, Saints Customs took 10. I think I got it, yeah. And then I'll take 1, 2, Nevea, which would probably be JJ, my brother JJ. Manuel wants number 1. Yeah, I got Manuel. Man, I appreciate you guys, the ones that you guys have bought quite a few tickets, man. And I really like this piece too. I got Cash App. Is that cool? For sure. And we can do collection later, my brother. Yeah, 10, 14 was taken. Okay, for sure. So I guess we'll call it at that. We're closing. If anybody wants one, that's it. 1 more minute. Boom, boom, boom. If not, we're closing it up. And I'll ship that out next week. Man, I definitely appreciate the support. So tonight we're going to be doing, like I say, we're going to be doing this board, doing a little bit of wild style. Like I say, I appreciate you guys tuning in. And really, like I say, I appreciate the support. Let me just tell you this week, man, you guys sent me some pretty cool. My brother Steven Mora sent me what he's been working on. Amazing. My brother Lamuel, man, what he's working on. A couple skateboards that he's done. Let me see. Michael Legs too. Man, he did an amazing piece with the ribbon. But all based, Jesus based. And then I just want to say thank you to, I got to meet Linda and Larry. They came and picked up their cross they won. Let me tell you, Linda hand carved me this angel, which is such a blessing. I got it hanging up here in the shop. Lots of work in this thing, and I got to meet them in person. They live in Rio Rancho, which is like not far from here, like literally 10 miles, something like that from here, not even that. But did this amazing piece. Man, I'm just blessed by what you guys send me, the artwork that you guys are doing. Truly appreciate it. And definitely, let me tell you, I got a care package too. I got a couple guns. My brother, Cordell sent me 2 guns from Amazon. Man, at first I was like, man, I didn't order these. I started looking. I looked in there and it said a gift. a gift from Cordell. I truly appreciate it, man. These are some really nice guns too. I looked them up. They're like $100 each. They're little touch-up guns. Astro, they're on Amazon. One's a 1.0 and one's a 0.8. Man, really nice. Just like the care package I got last week from Manuel. Man, truly appreciate it. Beef jerky, and we're talking candy bars and gloves and razor blades and all kinds of cool stuff. I appreciate you guys. Man, and like I say, I'm going to be figuring out a way to post your amazing work. Man, I want to encourage you guys to continue to keep it up. Man, all you guys, it's like, man, I see what you guys are got going on, and just keep it up. I appreciate you guys. So, let's see, anything else I wanted to say? Like I say, I'm definitely going to be working on lights. Trying to get this better, to where you guys can see better, to where there ain't no shadows. I'm slowly figuring it out. So I'm going to wipe this piece one more time with some wax and grease remover. Get off any contaminants. And of course, I already pre-made the. Let me tell you, Deja showed me, my daughter showed me how to use the Cameo 4 finally. She's been the one having to cut pieces out. Finally figured it out. So I cut this piece out today. And I still had to cut by hand the outer line because I wanted it to be outlined. It had literally just cut where you see silver in there. And I wanted it to be outlined. So I literally did that by hand until I can figure it out. Like I say, I'm not the most tech guy, but we are figuring it out. So, and of course, we're going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing the usual. The border. We'll let that wax and grease remover. If you guys would, like I say, please like and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Appreciate you guys. Man, I appreciate that, my brother Juan. Really means a lot, brother. So I'm coming with the 1/4 inch. The usual. I'm going to go a 1/4 inch away. We're going to try to do a little bit, kind of a little bit wild style tonight. It's just that I'm getting a late start. A little frustrating, like I say. Man, I was really getting angry over here. Let me tell you guys. Real angry. Opposite of the fruit of the spirit, man. But like I say, I appreciate you guys sharing. It's been a pretty hectic week. Let me tell you guys, I got been doing body work on a car. I don't even usually do body work, but I committed to that cutlass that's usually on the side of me for the lives. One of my good customers, Looney Michael, he asked me to do the car from start to finish, and took me a while to commit to saying yes. I kind of wish I wouldn't have, but I did commit, and let me tell you, it's been a while since I've done body work. This one, we sandblasted it, doing it right from the ground up. Lots of work. So I'm going to come back here, razor blade with my shaky butt. So it's been lots of late nights, long days. Yep, body work is fun, John said. Oh, trust me, man. Like your post. I like that post you did yesterday on Facebook, John. It was, what was it, Justin Bieber? Right when he started, he looked all young. And then it showed like the next, like him like 4 years later. And then it showed like, I think it was like 4 different. And then all of a sudden it showed like just a few years later, and it's some old wrinkle, all wrinkled up, all stressed out. You know, this is a whole different part of it, guys. The art part, man, that's like the fun part. Let me tell you guys, for those that work in the industry, like Brother John, let me tell you, and a lot of other guys, that this is what they do for a living, and they work at production shops. Man, I give them props, man. There's no, how do you put it? There is no room for mistakes. It is one of the hardest industries. You got to really think, man, it is rough on the body. It's a lot of stress. Chemical wise, not good for the body either. And that goes from body work to paint to all of it. And it's just, there's no room for mistakes, especially when you're doing collision work. Man, those insurance companies are no joke. When you're doing custom stuff, you have some room for error. I mean, it's like, I don't know how to put it. So man, I give props to people that this is what they do for a living. If clear costs on metal, Rob, if cost on metal is peeling, can you sand to the color and reshoot the clear? I would have to see what you're talking about, Linda. You can send to my phone after the live, and I can kind of see what you're talking about. I know I seen you got in a 64, John. Okay, so now, and I kind of wanted, like, I took the middle out because I wanted you guys to see it, and I needed to post it for the live. Personally, I'm going to go in and I'm going to mask. And you could have just left, I could have just left the center in there, like I say. But I'm going to go back. And you literally could get the low tack. Man, I don't really like to use over this because when you're taping patterns over it, you got a chance when you run them over it, it'll peel up. So it's like, that's why I don't like to use the orange just in that part. And then you could even use some other mask, but you'd have to go around and razor blade every little thing. Lots of razor blade cuts. Like I say, I really don't like doing a whole bunch of cuts. That's why if you can do like what I'm doing, kind of rip and tear, kind of put it, kind of rip it, tear it. Because I want to protect this in here. That will be the last thing we'll shoot. And let me tell you guys, you know, usually, you know, I got a lot of people texting me, especially from the live during the week, calling me. Man, I just want to apologize in advance. Like I say, I've been overwhelmed this week doing body work. And just late nights, I've had to cut down on my phone time. So don't take it personally. You know, usually I'm able to get back to you guys right away. That hasn't been the case. Man, you guys got to too. My brother JR's leather work. What's up, my brother? Oops, okay, it's my truck. The clear coat is peeling. That's what I meant to say. Okay, got you. Yeah, what's sad when the clear coat's peeling, most of the time, you literally have to sand and repaint that whole, whatever area it is, and depending on what year it is. Let me tell you too, man, you'll have to check out, of course, he's still slacking and Blast is slacking on putting out videos on YouTube. My brother JR and Blast. But man, he just got through with Rudy's seat. Woo, we're talking some amazing work. Man, I know Rudy just said he wished he had brought it. Man, we could have showed it to you. We're talking amazing Amazing work. We're talking, he put Jesus on the main part of the seat. It's for his Harley. This part I'm going to actually cut. Out of all of that, I avoided cutting except for that. And then this little... I want to make sure there's no leak throughs. So boom, got that masked up. And of course the ideal thing would have been to leave that. Can I support by donating in the chat? Yes, you can, my brother. I think there is a super chat. There should be a way that you could. Man, I really appreciate that. And it took me a minute, man. Let me tell you, for the last, I think, last couple of weeks, they made me like verify my address. Google had to send like a thing to me, a code in the mail. It's insane. And then I had to literally go back in and put in that code, the 7-digit code, to verify it was me. And now I'm back finally being monetized again. Okay, so got to figure out what we're doing. Like I said, I was trying to do something a little bit. That seat was gorgeous. So yeah, you definitely got to see it. Okay. Of course, we are just winging it here. Break out all the tape here. So what does a 3-year-old like? I mean, a 3-day-old like? Just kidding. So, of course, he wants, was that the video he posted on Facebook? Yes, that was it, my brother. It's better to do Venmo or Zelly because I think they take some money from it. YouTube does. Got you. So, it'll probably take me a second to figure out exactly what I'm doing. Like I say, we're going to do something. I don't want to get too crazy either. Keep turning it to where I can see, so work with me here. When you're doing this, it's back to that. You're having fun trying to create something, and you guys, like I tell you guys, man, it's not easy at times, especially on the fly. And then just coming up, it's not like I drew something out before I came on, you know what I mean? It's like trying to, this is masking tape. This is 3M. Right now I'm going to use J-tape masking tape and 3M masking tape. So, that's glue breakout. I'm gonna keep turning it till I'm comfortable. Okay, I'm gonna tear this one here. We'll peel it back just a little bit. This back just a tan. This sometimes takes a few times turning it. I'm gonna get this one. Okay. I'm gonna come in and cut this first. Right here. My shaky butt. Gonna do that there. I'm gonna come back with the J tape. I'm gonna real quick come in. I'm gonna accent it with the 1/8 inch, about an 1/8 inch away. Let me scoot this over to where you guys can see a little better. I need to continue to remember that. Boom. Come back and cut that right there. Press that down good. Okay. Now I'm gonna come back with the J tape. I'm gonna try to swing another one here. Back. Come on, a little bit for that. This might take me a couple times. Leave that one there for a minute. Swing this one here. Found the live. Brother Travis. So we are going to swing this one through. If you guys could put in the... If you guys could put where you're from, appreciate it. I'm going to swing this one. Some of that's going to get cut off. So I'm going to come back. I'm going to skinny this one up. How's everybody doing on the East Coast out there? Yep, North Dakota, Brother Randy. I know it has been cold. Woo! Crazy. I know a storm is coming. My brother Chris out there, Cincinnati. Let me do this one real quick. Swing this one a little tighter. I gotta even go a little bit tighter. Boom. So we're going to slice this. This is going to go underneath. So I'm going to cut it there. Cut this there. Cut this there. There. You know my shaky butt. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay, boom. Now this one too, same thing. I'm gonna come over here, slice it, dice it. Literally, Vince said, yep. Okay, what to do next? So I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna get kind of want to press this down. That is stretching the tape quite a bit. put this here for a minute. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna swing. I'm gonna keep a little space. I'm gonna curve that one there. What's the smallest circle I've done? Well, definitely because this is 1/4 inch. That's a lot harder to do. I'm kind of been stuck on 1/4 inch. It's a lot harder to turn, of course, a 1/4 inch than it is, of course, an 1/8 inch. You know, with an 1/8 inch, you know, this is just, I'm just messing around, but you know, this of course, still masking tape. You know, you can kind of get in there, turn some small turns, you know, and you don't want to stretch it too much. You know what I mean? And it might take you a few times, especially with circles. It's not like, man, sometimes it takes quite a few times to get, you know, a really good circle. And I mean, you can get even smaller, but it's like, you know, you start risking. And of course, you know, about the size of a 1/4, maybe, you know what I mean? As far as turning a circle. But, of course, like I say, this is wild style. So it's, you're just kind of really, I mean, of course, we usually always create as we're going on Thursdays. But this is a little bit harder, depending on what you're doing. It's like, and then some things, you know, it's just don't like, so it's like, okay, and this is kind of the process that we usually go through, you know what I mean? And it's like, so it's like, if you don't like something, it's like, shh, you know, it's, take it off. And see, even that's peeling up that masking tape, so. Sometimes got to turn it a different direction to kind of see what's going on. So you get a flow that you like. Turn this. You the man. I appreciate it, Tommy, man. Back to, man, my brother Tommy, let me tell you guys. You got to check out his work. I'm always bragging on him. This guy's out there in Lawrence, Kansas. Over at the college over there. Man, he's working on some major, huge sculptures. Like Aztec sculptures that are just mind-blowing. He is doing these pieces from start to finish. It is just crazy. I know the famous ribbon designs. That's funny, Brother Jerry. We did last week was ribbons, my brother. At least one. We did one style of ribbon last week. Okay, boom, boom, boom. You see here. Okay. I know it looks like madness right now, but it is very much madness. Laugh out loud. So this one, of course, is going to go underneath here. Same thing in a cut there. There's a method to the madness. Man, good, man. Definitely practicing the ribbon for sure. Brother Michael, Rob, almost missed it. But the Lord woke me up to get my Rob knowledge. Grateful, man. This is another brother in Christ, man. This guy right here, Michael Moore. Same thing, man. You ought to see the amazing pieces this guy is doing. I am blessed by all you guys sharing. And let me tell you, the description this time is very small in this one because I had to restart the live. It's got my phone number. Text to me who you are. If you want me to put you on in my phone list, text who you are on YouTube. And man, I would love to see what you're working on. So I'm going to cut right here. Let me move it to where... Let me go this way, but I want to save some space for some of the fade work. But I do want to add one more. Lamuel, how do you determine what goes over and under? Honestly, like we kind of talked about before, so let's say, very good question. Let's say, kind of like what I said before, this was the first one we threw. This was the second one we threw. And kind of like, on this piece that I did for my daughter, that live deal. So, kind of like we did here, this determined, this one went underneath. The very first one we taped, which would have been this one. And this, I tried to show you guys, we tried to do a little bit different. I try to explain to you guys, it's more work when you're cutting and making the in and outs. It looks really cool, but it's a lot more work. You know what I mean? And so like with this piece, the first one I did here, and there's no rules to it. And then of course I did this one. This piece could have crossed through here and I could have cut it all out, Lemuel, but it would have made so much more work because I would have had to cut. Plus when we untaped it, there would have been this piece underneath. There would have been the 1/8 inch, the quarter underneath. Same thing here. This could have went over this. And in all reality, it would have probably looked really cool if I would have left this and cut this out right here. But for time's sake, and like even this, for sure, this is going to go underneath. So you kind of already got 3D. And of course, then we'll start going for 4D. And that just means like whatever layer is going to go over it. And like I say, so this, like I said, and I do want to save some for the 3 shade, 3 fade. But I'm going to come back here. Kind of swing it. And this is just kind of adding off of each other. But I am going to turn this over here. Turn it to where you're comfortable too. So and this one, like I say, this literally, if we, but I'm not gonna, how do you put it? This one, if it was gonna go under it, it would be another turn inside here, but we're not doing it. It's gonna literally end right there. So let me look at it this way, see how I like it. I'm gonna cut that off right there. That there. And of course I could have went this way. There's so many things you can do. You know what I mean? So many things you can do. And there really ain't no rules. Let's see. Richard, definitely inspirational. I appreciate it, man. Definitely, Richard. So, let's see here. So same thing, I'm gonna try to, I wanna come back in, I wanna add, I'm gonna go with the 1/8 inch just inside this. And you just wanna go back to that just an 1/8 inch away, somewhere around that. There's no rule to it. And this is just going to add some detail. Brother James in the house. 505 Bully. So same thing in a turn. Of course, this will get cut out right here. And there's so many. We'll have to do some more. We'll have to do some more on these. There's so many different things you can do with these hooks and these curls. We're talking coming in and swinging in. So many things when you got time to kind of come in and kind of turn that. Like I say, there's so many things. And we could even try to do a few. And I know tonight's probably going to run a little bit late over. Just because we got a late start. Technical difficulties. For you guys that are tuning in late too, man, I appreciate the feedback from everybody. I'm working on getting a whole light set up. to make it more professional. Like I say, if you've seen, well, you guys have seen what I'm working with over here when I've had my little head thing on. And a few people, the head thing I had on, I know there's a few people that told me, man, it was super shaky. Rob, man, I love watching your videos, but it's just hard to watch when it's all shaky like that. So, like I say, I appreciate the feedback. I don't get hurt with it. Feedback just makes you better. What would you call it? Feedback. What do we call it? Constructive criticism. So same thing, 1/8 of an inch. Boom. To right there. I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna flip this back over. Cut right here. Hey, and then for all you motorcycle people out there too, I have a little light to donate to the show, man, with the softbox. That's what I'm talking about, Travis. Huh? Hey, yeah, and then let me tell you, my brother Travis, and I'm doing this for, he's the one that owns, him and Cheryl own Lowrider Beef Jerky here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. They're the ones for all of you guys. I know the majority of people that's on here, or a lot of people that took the class, whether it be Denver, whether it be Kansas, whether it be wherever it is. I know he gave some for some of the giveaways. Like I told you guys earlier, he used to be my marketing guy, but back then, man, he gave it 200%. And of course, I was still struggling with meth. And man, it just wasn't meant to be. I had to go through my little hit rock bottom stage. Man, we even had a deal. Let me tell you, we had Robin Oaklers from Rockefeller Plaza from NBC. They wanted to do a kind of like a Jesse James, this would have been already like 15, 16 years ago. They wanted to do a show on NBC, one of the affiliate stations. And we had sent in like, we'd sent in a couple of little, I don't know what you'd call it, couple of samples. Trying to think what that word is. And just wasn't meant to be back then, but man, he gave it 100%. He is my marketing guy. And then he ended up the lowrider photographer for Lowrider Magazine here in the Southwest region. Man, huge. He puts on the Lowrider, the Beef Jerky Fest here. This will be a second year in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's a huge thing. It's like a car show, Beef Jerky Fest. Like a huge bunch of different jerky vendors. And also, he does prints out stickers, vinyl. We're talking whole displays. If you want like the tarp, a setup for your business. If you're gonna be at a car show and you want like a whole setup with your name printed on the tent, he does all of that as well. I think that's called Fishbowl Media. And then brother Rudy here too, man. Rudy's starting to sell motorcycle rims. White wall spokes, 21 inch, 16 inch. So now we're just I'm outlining it, kind of outlined around that. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come along this tan one. And I'm going to outline this. Lowrider Beef Jerky. Location, what's the location? I got to try that. They're in Por Vida. Manuel, they're in Por Vida tattoo shop. They have their whole business over there. 4th Street and I'm trying to think, 4th Street and Silver, or 4th Street and Cole. If you're still on, Travis. Yeah, 4th Street. And of course, Travis Homeboy's up in Taos. That's asking. Super, man, one of my definitely blessed people that's on the YouTube. Huh? Yeah, and I think you ship too. So, and of course, with these circles, you got to move the board, move it to where you're comfortable. And I did, everybody, all of the, man, it took me and Rudy about 8 hours. We posted all of the stencils, those Mylar reusable stencils. They're all on the website. And unfortunately, because I had to start the live over, there's not the link, but there's the link to the shop. Of course, it's Vanderslice Custom Shop. They're on there. It's 6 of them for $20. And there is about 20 different sets with a bunch of cool stuff, bunch of cool designs. Let me make sure how this looks here. What's happening, Dad? How are you doing? Each show is a learning experience for everyone. Yep. Definitely breakfast tomorrow, Dad. If you're able to. Okay, boom. I'm going to cut this here. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. And like I say, so some of these, like this right here, we could come in and add. Watch, I'll try just to show you guys. Like I say, I'm sorry, man. This is definitely going to be... I know it's only 9:30. This will be probably a long one tonight. Are these freestyle designs? Yes, Nolan, they are, my brother. This is what I call wild style. And usually back in the day when I called wild style, meant on whatever car I was working on, both sides weren't going to be the same. The hood wasn't going to be symmetrical. It was wild style, and it just kind of went all over. And the majority of my work, I did the same thing on both sides, but about 35%, 40% was wild style, where it was just, like I say, wild style. So I'm going to come in. This is going to be to do that inner curl. So I'm kind of coming through the middle. Same thing, I'm going to do about that 1/8 inch away. These circles are a pain in the butt, man. Let me tell you. There's times where you gotta lift it up, redo that curve. There's times where sometimes you can just lay it right on the first one, which doesn't happen all the time. Brother Rob, I got to get to bed, man. Appreciate you, my brother. God bless. Appreciate you, John. Definitely, brother. I know it's late out there. Woo, I think you're 11:30 out there. Appreciate your support. Thank you even for supporting, brother. I hope you got your order already. It's hard too because you don't want it looking all weeble wobbly either. So I'm gonna keep turning it where I'm comfortable. Back to that. We'll be doing that raffle here too. So there's so many ways this could go. I could literally go right here and cut it. Or I could come in, but I gotta see how it's gonna look. So watch, I'm gonna start to separate from this just a little bit. Turn this a little bit more. Man, I appreciate it, my brother. Thank you for your order, definitely. Just getting home, brother. Dio, man. You're just in time, brother. Man, I appreciate that, Travis. Everyone who orders flake and tape tonight from Rob, Lowrider Beef Jerky with throw in a free bag on all purchases. Wow. Appreciate that, Travis. So this is where you gotta swing it. So I'm gonna go with right there. And then drop my razor blade right here. In fact, let me swing in. A little bit more. Now I'm gonna come, bring it back over here. I'm gonna literally cut, swing in. Boom. And like I say, there's so many ways this can go. You see that? The website, of course, Vanderslice Custom Shop. Man, got all kinds of stuff on there. Ready to spray candies. Ready to go. Flake. Vinyl fine line masking tape. Vanderslice shirts. Pre-flaked boards. All the stencils on there. A lot of stuff. And like I say, I'm literally hoping within the month it's finally happening. Gonna be having we're talking from silver to clear coat to inner coat clear, everything you need, direct to metal primer, all of those things. Okay, so you guys see how that looks. Boom. And you always want to press down really good too. Okay, so then this, I'm going to come in and do the same thing on this tan one. And we'll do, what time is it? 9:31. We'll do the raffle in about 15 minutes for the board. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm coming in with the J tape, masking tape, 1/8 inch. Same thing, 1/8 inch, swinging through. Like I tell you guys too, always, I mean, I could sit here and turn it like this. I like to be comfortable. And there, you don't have this option. You don't have this luxury when you're doing like a roof on a car. You just got to deal with it. You know what I mean? So if you're doing a skateboard, you're doing a board like this. And like I say, my brother Travis, he wanted me to do a skateboard. And you know, like, you know, I tell you guys, man, it's just not as much room to work with. This gives you more space to create art. 12 by 32 inch. So we are swinging that around. Gonna have to cut. And then same thing. Done razor blade. No, I'm good. Same thing. I'm gonna try to curve this around right here. And then we'll slice it and we will dice it. I'm gonna do the same thing. Cut from the top. I'm gonna slowly curve. Boom. And same thing here. This one, I don't really want to cut it, but my OCD, I mean, there's no reason to cut it, but you guys kind of see that. Double hook and curl. Boom, boom, boom. Always comfortable when working. Yep. Little Mix Confetti World Tour concept. Boom. Hello. What clear you prefer to use? So my big thing is Matrix MS42. High solids, really good, really good. The clear I'm going to be selling is going to be literally somebody that was connected with them that has their own line. It's the X Prime, really hard to find, and I've been trying to get to where I'm able to be selling it for, man, almost like 6 months now. And like I say, I truly hoping to have product within the next month. High solids clear. High quality. You don't want no solvent popping. At least 50% solids. Okay, so now we got those in there. Now I'm gonna come back, let's see, honestly, let's see, just to add a little detail, I wanna swing that in there. We'll do one more, let me do, and you could, there's many things you could do. You could come in with this, if you want it to be perfect, let's just say, let me grab some 3/4 inch here. So I'm gonna come in. Of course it should be. Give me a 3/4 inch J-tape. 10. This one I'm going to end up taking it up. I'm just putting this literally on here just to kind of show you guys if you guys want to measure. If you're trying to get it like perfect. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, Rudy got me a deal here. I heard Tammy's clear is good. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so I'm just doing this just to measure. I'm gonna do the same thing if you're trying to get it like perfect. And I'm just swinging this around. Then you can come back. I'm gonna tear that up. Now we can come back. I'm gonna come back with. Now this is just one way, or you could eye it. Like I say, that was literally threw that tape on there. Just to space it out. Same thing here. Gonna come in. Okay, now I'm gonna take this off, except for let me cut this one real quick here. Take this off. And then you gotta be careful too, peeling this up. Especially always be careful with your points. Man, these points, man, you can go back with the razor blade, the other side, credit card. Make sure those are pressed down good. And man, we're talking, if you're trying to wipe, you're trying to tack, man, it's so easy to catch those and peel them up. So boom. So I'm gonna do that there. And then honestly, let me see. So now this area I'm just gonna keep separate. We are gonna do our 3 shade. We'll do our 3 shade, 3 fade there. I'm gonna come in with, in fact, let's see, yeah. I'm gonna come in with 1/2 inch J tape. I always tell you guys this 1/2 inch, mandatory to your arsenal. I'm gonna do that there. I'm gonna cut this here. This is where we start to add our little detail. I'm gonna come in right here, 1/2 inch. Swing it around, tear it. Boom. I'm gonna come back in with 3M, 1/2 inch. This will be our 3 shade. Our detail. Boom. Same thing. I'm gonna come in curve. Do that again. Can you text me a picture of it tomorrow when you got some time? I'll be using Nason High Solids Clear. Yeah, definitely. I can try to find out. I've been sending people to whoever sells it. The problem is I think they're just about all out. Yeah, and Grant 7 is really good too. Man, Grant's a good guy too, man, out there on the East Coast. He actually sent me a free set of that clear. Sent me a free set of that, like, man, 3 or 4 years ago. I put it on a 62 I did in Dallas. Really good too. I think it's up there almost $400 for a set. 3 something, high 300s. In fact, you know what? I'm going to come back. Let me do 1/4 inch for the next one. But I've been sending everybody to the places that sell the clear. I'm going to be selling. There's only a few. And most of them I think are out. And if not, they're a little bit higher on price. And I'm like the $200, like 25 guy. But you don't want to, how do you put it? You can't. Quality, price. Man, there's definitely a fine line between. There's a fine line between cutting too many corners. Okay, now I'm coming back. This is just adding some detail. I'm gonna come back in, same thing. And then same thing, back to that. I'm gonna come back right against this one. One more 3 shade. You pull 2 to 1. Man, I was one of the first ones to try U-pull. That would have been 1998. 99. They gave me some to try. When it first came out, I used it for about a year, 2 years. I don't know if they've changed the formula, but okay, and then same thing one more time. This is just back to that. We're just working our way out. Okay, we'll call it good right there with that one. Now, let's see. Let's see here. So I'm gonna come along this here, 1/2 inch green. Hopefully you guys can see it. Let me, like I say, we're working on trying to get the better lighting, better setup. Same thing, I'm gonna go around this. Back to this, be comfortable. I'm gonna keep swinging this around. And this 3M green masking, man, it'll stretch pretty good. I'm trying to get, there's a guy that's got a bunch of the 233 tan, old school tan 3M. Man, that was the go-to back in the day. All of us hated when it switched to this green. I've kind of told you guys the story before. Man, it used to leave, when that green came out, this green here, yeah, the price went way up. Well, let me just tell you the history. You know, the tan 233 plus, or 233, that's all there used to be before this green. And of course, because of all this stupid, I don't even know if I want to say it. How do you put it? All of this climate. I'll go bleep, bleep. Bleep, bleep. But they said that the tan was the biggest pollutant in the U.S. This would have been about, 2001. They quit making the tan for a minute. It was so hard to find. Man, I had paint reps hunting down tape for me all over the United States, Canada. I was trying to get whatever they had the last bit. Because, man, the green, whenever you do the fades, it would leave the skin mark on the fade. It would static. When you'd shoot the fade, it would have static. And it would leave like that skin look. You know, kind of like the texture. I don't know what they ended up doing, changing it. Let's see. Just use a Grant 7 to carry Rob's Silver Flake mix. And then as a final clear on my 86 Regal. Heck yeah. Yeah, global warming. There you go, my brother Lloyd. Tell him about global warming. You sent me an awesome picture of 2 feet of snow where you're at. Let's see. How was the Grant? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so back to that. Just kind of bordering that up. Let me see. Coming with this here. Trying to figure out what else. Let me do. Basically going along for the shade or the fade, a couple millimeters overlapping. And this style is a lot more work than what we usually do on our Thursdays. You know what? We'll start to do the raffle. We got the wheel ready. Rudy's gonna start. So I know there's quite a few people on here that bought for the raffle. Good luck, everyone. Yep. So what we're gonna do, we'll pull out a number. The last number is gonna win it. And let me tell you, the second, whoever gets second, I'll send them a free shirt. And what is it? What? Oh yeah, Rudy said he'll send a shirt too. He's got a new logo. Brother Corey just got finished with Innovative Styles. And Rudy said he'll be sending out a shirt. It might be another week or 2 weeks before he can do that. But he'll send out a shirt too. And so let's see. And I don't know. How do I get a ticket? Spooky goes so. No, we can do one more. There's 16, 18, and 25, my brother. And how to pay, it's $20 a ticket. It's for a Kansas City Royals. The board I did a 12 by, so I don't know if that even's any interest to you, and if you're not in that area. The board I did for the class in Kansas City, Missouri. So if you do want a spot, there is 16, 18, 22, and 4. Let me know. If not, he's going to start swinging numbers right now. The last number wins. Let me see, Brian Grove. I bought a spot but forgot what number. Brian, you are... Let me see here. You are 5, my brother. Hope you're doing good too, my brother Brian.
You said the last number?
Yeah, the last number. So, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna let Rudy come over here I'm going to stay taping on this to the side. That way you guys can see there's no cheating. Laugh out loud.
I gotta see how this works. So the back one, I go that way and
Just where it scoops it out.
yeah.
Good luck, everybody.
That's the first number. 19.
Okay, 19.
And second.
Number 10. Sorry for you guys.
14.
14.
No, 24.
Oh, 24.
One.
1. Holy Moses, Manuel. That's 3 down, buddy.
Nine is 6, right? I think it's 9. Do you have a 9 on it?
Yep.
Seven. I think it's 9.
Okay.
And 7.
7.
$20.
20. Dang, that was every one of the numbers he picked all in a row. How's that even happen, Manuel?
21.
21.
13.
13.
6.
6. 'Too late, my brother Tommy. Sorry, my brother.
14. 3. 11.
11.
12.
12.
15.
15.
8.
8.
Okay. 2. 2.
2.
We're down to the last 3.
Down to the last 3.
5.
5. Okay, the next person gets a shirt, and then the next person wins.
17.
So, Lisa, you get a shirt. Then it looks like the last one is 23, which would be JR. Yep, 23. JR, congratulations, my brother.
Yeah, from here?
Yep. I don't even know if he's on here still.
He was.
No, Brian said no. Man, thank you guys, every one of you, especially the ones that bought multiple tickets, man. Really appreciate it. Okay, back in action. Keep you guys till 1 at night tonight.
Yeah, he's on there.
Is he on there? Let's go. Thank you, brother. Awesome, man. Congratulations, my brother. So I'm going to swing that one in there. Boom. Okay, I'm going to do one more. So I get my 3 lines in there. Yeah, congratulations, JR. Man, and I hate to tell you guys, it's such a pain in the butt to do the raffles. I was going to do that other Kansas City, the Chiefs one, the orange one. Honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do with those pieces. Probably just sell them. How do we pay? Text. My number is in the description, Evan. Text me your info and I'll send you a way to pay after. Cash App, whatever. I'll send the Cash App or Venmo or one of those. Like I said, I appreciate you guys. And sorry for those that, man, I wish everybody could win, but... Okay. Let's see here. Put this back over here. Try to get this moving here. Let's see here. Right there. Trying to think here. Let me... Man, I know you guys over in Kansas. I look tomorrow, man. You guys are going to be like 13 for your high tomorrow. My goodness. Like 3 degrees for your low. Okay, boom. razor blade. Man, you could sit here and add and add and add. Let's see. Put that out. Okay, and I'm literally just gonna go to here. There. And then we cut this real quick. Pull that up out of there. Right here. There. Okay. Now this here. Let's see. We'll keep that literally right there. Okay. Flip it back. Come in just real quick. I'm only gonna do one. Fill this in. Cut this before I start making a mess. Cordell, good amount of snow in Kentucky. Hey, brother Cordell, I don't know if you came on late, but man, I just want to thank you, bro, for the gift, for those guns. Again, I can't thank you enough, my brother. Such a blessing, let me tell you. Means a lot, brother. I'm just gonna go from there, cut this off here. I'm gonna just do this here. That. Okay. Let's see here, we got this. So I'm gonna do just a, let me do, I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna come through. I'm gonna cut a little short. Just overlapping it a little bit. And same thing over here. Okay. This one too, man. You gotta really watch when you're cutting. It's kind of hard to see because I overlapped the tape. And when you do that, because it might tear up some things, I'll cut right in the middle and I'll kind of peel to the left and to the right. Okay. Well, hope they spray nice, man. I shot some thinner through them earlier. I got them all ready to roll. It's what we'll be shooting with. Boom, boom, boom. Really nice, brother. Guess we're supposed to be hit with snow tonight pretty bad. Man, crazy, man. And let me just give you guys some encouragement. Good weather is headed your way. Because it was really nice here today in Albuquerque. It was 58 degrees, which would be like summer compared to what we've had the last 2 or 3. Because everything that you guys get, it comes here first. And it heads your way. I mean, just about everywhere. Whether it be Texas, Kansas, Cincinnati, wherever, man, it usually comes here first. Everything always comes from, it's always headed, what would you call it? East, northeast. And it's coming from southwest. Okay. Let me see here. Let me... Man, you know me and the empty spots. I just hate to leave empty spots, man. Let's see. So let me... Trying to think. I'm gonna come in fact, let me see here. This one area here. Let me do. Okay. I don't like that. I don't mind that one. So, okay. So, man, there's so many different ways to tape up this one. Literally could go back, mask the whole thing with white mask, the big white masking tape. Sorry I'm late. No worry, caliente. Embrace the empty space. Tommy said, embrace it. I can't, bro. I knew he wasn't going to leave it. That's funny, Fat Lack. That is funny. Man, you don't even know. I'm struggling. I mean, we got, you know what I mean? And then we got even these spots here, but you know what I mean? It's like, so we will. Let's see here. Such a struggle. This is that whole artist thing, man, where it's like, man, it's hard to, it is hard, man. Where do you get a charger for my, for the iPad? I think there's the actual thing. I just need an extension cord for it. Okay, so I'm going to mask up. We're going to mask up. These are going magenta, violet, and purple. This baby girl is too little right now to know, but she's going to have a piece designed just for her from a true artist. I appreciate that. For sure. Thanks, Linda. Okay. So I'm going to, let me see, this is where you got to do a little thinking. Here to here to here to here. You can shoot that. So I'm going to mask up this one. Just because I want to break up what's got going on from here to here. I could mask up this. And let's just say this, let me just give you guys, man, how much detail you want, how you want it to look, it matters. Like, we could literally come in right now and it would look amazing. I could come in with the different colors right now and it would look amazing. Like, literally. And there's enough to break up to where it would break it up nice. But if you were to mask up a couple areas, shoot the darker colors, come back in with the lighter colors in some areas with some real true breakups instead of some fades, man, it just makes a difference. And not how do you put it? It's like, I mean, it's like back to kind of like what we did on the wood piece. You know how we are just taping one design, shooting it, and then spraying the next color. You know, there's a whole bunch of different ways to do this, like I say, and there's no right or wrong. It just matters how much time you want to spend and what you're trying to achieve. And if you can achieve it with a little bit simpler way, then so be it. Which, I mean, it's back to that artist decision. You know, if you're depending on how much time, you know, what do you want to, how do I put it? Some areas you might want to spend some more time on. Some areas, you know, let's see. Okay. Then it's hard to not get lost either. Even me personally, I'm the one who came up with it. So I'm going to do this one. We got this here, so I'm gonna go here. Let me just mask this up real quick. So I'm gonna come in with a little bit lower budget tan just to mask up these two areas. Boom. Same thing here. That one I'm gonna have to cut. Oh yeah, I should have told you there was an extension cord in the other section. Figures. So boom. Right there. This here. Man, you guys got to go follow Tommy. Let me tell you. Tommy, if you want to put your Instagram, I don't know if you're even on Facebook. Man, if you want to put your what you are on Instagram, go check out this guy's work. I didn't get to finish explaining it earlier. Man, he does some amazing sculptures. Aztec, huge, like huge sculptures. And he's doing it lowrider style paint on these sculptures. Man, he's taking a lot of time, lots of shape, lots of detail. Lots of detail. And, man, go check out what he's working on, man. We're talking amazing. Okay, boom. Okay, I'm going to come through here. Just mask up this little one here. He's working on 2 sculptures right now, ready to be working on a 3rd. He's going to be doing a big show, showcasing this stuff in Lawrence. Man, you got to go check it out, man. He took the class in Kansas City, Missouri, man. And let me tell you, he's a natural. Okay. That one I should have just masked up, but that's all right. I know it probably start to get lost. It's easy for me to even get lost. Okay, so let's see. So we got that masked up. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. And okay, so I'm just gonna do this one and then we'll be ready to start spraying. Okay. Okay, then this one, which is kind of a pain in the butt, which I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. You know me, and I don't like to do too much cutting. I really don't, but I'm going to come right along here, real lightly with my shaky butt. Okay. Let me make sure this is what I want. Okay. Hopefully I keep scooting that more back. Sorry guys if you guys can't see good. Still here learning from the best. I appreciate that, my brother. Yep, the low tack. What kind of tape is that? It's low tack. Thank you for answering them, Dio. It's a low tack where it doesn't peel up. It's I have it on the website. Got a bunch of different sizes. And it literally is just low tack. It's so many purposes. Okay, so I'm going to come back in with some white. I got white mixed up. Move around a few things here, get my guns a little closer. I already got everything mixed up. And like I say, sorry guys for keeping you guys over tonight. This is a lot more work than usual. Plus we had some darn technical difficulties. Man, it was real frustrating tonight. Let me tell you. There was the button to go live and it just would not press. It's like you pressed it and it wasn't doing anything. Right? You want to mask that center stripe? No. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Brian. Yep. Good one. Good eye there, buddy. Watch. Let me show you what Brian just said. This one right here, this needs to be masked. So right here, watch. From here and right here. Good eye. Man, that's a real good one, Brian. Thank you. Actually, man, that would have been one of those, and trust me, we all make mistakes. I don't care how good you are. So, very good eye, Brian. Appreciate it, brother. Most people wouldn't have. Looks like a bunch of spaghetti. Good job. Definitely good catch, my brother. Boom. So there we go. And that's why you always do want to go back, man. Check out and see. Like I say, this is still killing me around here, but it is what it is. And of course, there's still a chance to add something thereafter. Laugh out loud. Okay, so I'm coming in with the white. So I'm literally going to come right there with the white. Same thing. Kind of come in this line. I'm going to come around here. I'm going to come over here. If you don't know, the white drowns out the flake, kills the flake in that area, and it just pops. Whatever color you're adding, man, especially with magenta. Oh, man, you talk about it will light up that magenta when you're going over it. And it will glow. I'll try to keep moving the board too to where everybody can see all the different parts. Okay. Let's see here. think that's going to be good for that. Better late than never, Greg. For sure, my brother. Chris Joyce. Appreciate you making this content, brother, man. Definitely you too, Chris. Keep up the good work, brother. I'm telling you, man. Amazing, brother. So now we got, like I say, I kind of went back, shot white just in those areas to make it pop. And now it's back to decision time on what we're going to put over this. Which I could either go, usually we would do darker first and then lighter we could go over everything. And this is kind of where a decision where I could go in now, which I think, let me think real quick. I really want that, let's see. I think I am going to go over this with magenta. We're going to go backwards this time. Usually it would be darker, but that's going to we're not going to be able to go over it, which is fine. But I'm going to be able to shade. Good evening from Arkansas. So this is magenta. This is some of the ready to spray. That's on the website too. I got 8 ounce, 4 ounce, and 2 ounce. I'm going to put a few coats. Good spaghetti, James said. I'm kind of boosting it up a little bit. Putting quite a few coats. Let's see. I'm going to go with that for right now. Let's see. So, let me go. over where I put the white a couple times. Right here. There. One more time there. One more time there. Okay. So now we're ready to take up the first. Like I say, man, that magenta with the white, man, it will pop. It will glow. Now we're going to take off some of those strategic little areas, especially all of the 3 shade. First of your 3 shade with my shaky butt. While it's still wet, I gotta try not to shake into it, and it dries pretty quick. Okay. So now I'm going to go back over it. I'm going to dial it in on this one. This is kind of a little bit, usually we'd kind of go over the whole thing, but because we're going backwards tonight, because I really wanted that magenta to pop instead of going the violet over it, which would have kind of drowned it out some. So I'm literally just going over those areas, and it will darken up right against that edge, of course, a little bit from here. Okay. I'm going to peel that next one off. Same thing. Be careful so I don't put my finger in it where it's still wet. Same thing. It's almost dry enough to where boom, boom, boom. You know what? Now I'm going to, we will untape this now. Same thing when you're peeling, gotta be careful, man. Some of those points, so easy to peel, especially those ones there. Like this right here, when I'm gonna take this off now, thank God it's the low tack. Because man, those places will peel up so easy. sure. And make sure you're not peeling up your pattern. Okay, and then same thing here. Careful not to peel it. So sometimes I'll go in halfways. I'll tear that up like I tell you guys, and then I'll split it that way. Split it this way if you feel it's going to tear up some of your points. Okay. What's happening, Eldon? How you doing, my brother? Sorry, guys. Just a minute. All right, getting a little overspraying here. So now I got some violet. So now I am literally going to come in. Like I say, this is different than our usual. I'm just shooting right along that edge. Oh yeah, you know what? Let me, now that we got this on tape too, I should have snapped. I'm coming back with the white. Just right here. You gotta be careful too. You don't want it to splatter, which, man, it's so easy for it to splatter. I'm literally just shooting right here. I'm gonna come back right through here. Okay. Oh yeah, wait up. We got this one here. Look, I didn't tear this piece off. Thank God I snapped. Boom. I'm barely going with a little mist. And sometimes when you do this, when we're going back, we could have got all the places with white and then I could have masked it up. That would have worked out as well too. But we can't see the left side of the board. Sorry guys. So now I'm going to come back again. Get this adjusted. Okay, and then I'm coming in here. And you could mask up these areas if you want, but this will work out. Got it real low. You try to keep moving the areas that I'm working on. Some of the points kind of coming down there. Let me move this back over. Shoot a couple more little. This is just really dialed down. This would be more of a fade versus a shade. Okay. Coming back around this. Get a couple more times here, and then I'm going to take that masking tape off. And if you were to see it in person, it's the purple going over the white. It kind of looks like a lavender. So now I got this 1/2 inch in here protecting it, and like I say, I don't want to. So easy to peel. See, it wants to peel that 1/4 inch back. Like I say, the best thing, something like that. I'll use another example. I'll get it right in the middle, because if I peel here, there's a chance it's going to peel it up there. So I'll literally poke it right there, split it, like I said, come to the left, to the right, and then same thing here. I can just split it here. Peel one this way, peel one this way. Okay. And here. Okay. Grab an attack rag. And back to this with this tack rag. These places right here, you want to be way careful. Real careful. Okay. So I'm going to come back. Barely shade along this. Same thing. I'm not going to put too much on it. Okay. One more time here. And then oh yeah, I got this lagger right here. Same thing. Pull it up there. Oh yeah, so you guys can even see. Man, and definitely, if anybody didn't hear earlier, Travis, the one I'm doing this for, he's the one who owns Lowrider Beef Jerky. Man, anybody that buys anything tonight, you will get a bag of beef jerky as a bonus. Lowrider Beef Jerky. So if anybody ordered anything tonight, definitely appreciate you. Okay. So now, let's see here. So now we're gonna start deconstructing this thing a little bit. I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna actually go over with the candy pink. Just a little bit right there. Kind of over it. Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing just right here. Barely. Okay. Okay, so now we can start taking some stuff off. Like this literally can come off. This one can come off. Basically now we're just going to be doing some shading. Okay, so that can come up, but we can't take any of that off. It's got to get a little bit of shading right there. This I can take off. This is where it starts to looking cool. No, this ain't what Rudy's bike's gonna be the color. GR. That's funny.
I do like those colors.
Huh?
I do like those colors.
Rudy said he does like these colors.
It's funny you said that.
That is funny, Rudy. Okay, so, and then I'm gonna come back. This can come off. So we want to take you wherever stuff meet. Like right here, I need to shade a little black. Like this is pretty much finished, so I can take this off here. Okay, this can come off all the way to here. Same with this one. You peel this up. Same thing with this one. This can come off up. Same thing here. Okay, now before we move on from there, let me see what else we could take off. Okay, all of this, only this is where we start to strategically peel up, but you don't want to, like this can come off all the way. Because this needs to get sprayed with the little black. This one I can peel up. What I usually do, I'll just kind of leave it there. And then same thing, this. Can come off to over here. Same thing, I'm gonna just leave that there for a second. Now this can get peeled off to there, because this is going to get shaded a little bit. I'll get the track ring out. So now some of these places, man, you can go back and you could cut, like, how do I put it, man? There's like, so you could get like a piece of cardboard like this. It's like an old business card, whatever. For some of these places like that, what I'll do sometimes, I'll make like a, this will kind of work. Let's say you want to shoot there, that'll work for there. You know what I mean? Boom, you can go back, shoot there. Let's say, like here, same thing here. You want to shoot a little bit there. You can even make it a little bit different shape if you want. Or you can go back and mask it. I'm just trying to give you guys a couple different options to shoot your black for your ins and outs. Like say like this one, it won't work here. You know, and you can make a bunch of different curves. But like for this one here, and of course I could even go, let me see here. Honestly, man, all of these, Let me take this off here. Let me take, this one's pretty much ready to go. Same with this one. All these are ready to do shading. And you can't tear off underneath because you need to do this shading in order to peel the next step off. So like I can't take this part off to shade right there because I still need to shade right here. And I can't take off this because I still need to shade there. And I can't remove really this yet because I need to shade a little bit there so I can lift it up to about there. Same thing here. Okay. Hopefully this is making some sense to you guys. Brother Rob, I just placed an order online for 2 sizes of flake man. I appreciate that, Travis. Definitely appreciate that, my brother. So I'm going to come back for this one.
You only have the low tack in the 2-inch?
I have the low tack in the, it just is not posted. I have low tack. It comes in the $150 set. I have a 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch, 1/2 inch, 1 inch. If there's something you want, hit me up. My phone number. If it's not on the website, yeah, hit me up and let me know what you want, and I'll make a special thing for you. So I'm going to shoot that right there. Okay. Then that one there, I'm going to just shoot. I'll show you with that kind of that piece. And we'll do some of the other ones with the piece. Let me get the black ready. I mean, it's already ready, but... So I'm going to literally just come along. I don't want to get too crazy. Okay, now this, I am going to come in with this. I don't want to get too much on there. This is my shaky butt. All right, let's see. Let me get a little bit more right here. Okay. Now, if you can, try to save some of this. I'll stick it in a few places. Now this, peel off to here. So that's ready to go now. So I might as well just keep this one on here just for a second. Let me see. In fact, that one can do. Put this up here. Put right there. Of course, you can go in with an airbrush too. Or you can sit here and move it like this. Okay. Now then we got this piece right here. Like that right there. Will pretty much work for that. And I just want to get right here. A little more. I think I'm going to call it like that right there. Okay. Now, I want to make sure to be careful not to peel anything up. Like I said, same thing, even with the low tack, just be careful. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So, right here, I might as well utilize this. Just going to shoot a little bit right there. Kind of twist it around the turn right there. This here, because I don't want it to get into that. I'm going to just tape up a little bit right there too. Same thing. There's lots of ins and outs, so you got to like... Okay. Again. Okay, so now, like I was telling you guys, now we can go back. Now this right here, the next step. Boom. Same thing. It's going to start really coming to life. Okay, so that there. I'm going to check out this right here real quick. Okay, now, same thing. We're going to be spraying right there, which I could. Man, that'll actually work. You know what I mean? If you did want to do that, or if you wanted to tape it up. You know, just an example. So back to that, I have a little bit. So there's a couple different ways. Let's see, Steve. I need some of the low tack, don't see it. So I do have, this one is on there for sure. The 2-inch is on the website. It's $9.99 for a roll. The thinner one I don't have on the website. It's in the kit that costs $150. It's like 23 rolls of tape. But I do have it separate. Whatever you need, Steve, hit me up and in my number is in the description. Text me and say, hey, this is Steve, boom, 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 YouTube. I want some of the low tack, and like I say, I have 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, and I have 1 inch. So, and of course, I don't have them out here. Like, here's the 1 inch. You know what I mean? In fact, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I got the 1 inch out here. So I'm going to come back with black right here. Boom. There we go there. Now it's just a matter of layer till we whittle ourselves down, which we're almost about ready. So I'm going to take this off. I'm going to take this off. Okay, then this one, I'm gonna just shade a little bit right there. And then we got a shade right here, just a little bit right there. So back to that, I say just a little. I'm gonna literally get right in, right there. And then this one here, let's see. I'm gonna actually mask it real quick. Save these pieces. Same thing here.
There's like 4 sizes, right?
Huh?
4 sizes, 2-inch, half-inch.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, watch. Yeah, for sure. Hit me up. Yeah, I got 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch of it. What do you call it? The 1 inch and 2 inch. And like I say, I'll hit you up. I can make a special cart for you in the website. So now we are pretty much ready to peel the last pieces off. I know this is definitely one of our later nights. Yep, I know a lot of people hanging in, man. Good for you guys. Okay. And then here's where I told you guys, let's see over here. Those empty spots, no? So let's just, for shoots and ladders, so this little empty spot here, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna space it out about like this. Same thing here. Boom. Just can't let it go, can I? So then what I'm gonna do, all I'm gonna do right there in those spots, so So I'm just gonna literally get the purple. I'm gonna kind of come through here only part way. I'm only going up part way. Just real settle. You guys can see just real settle, kind of ghost up into that. You could do it there. You could do it in a bunch. I mean, we could go one more. You know me, it kills me to leave anything empty. My mom always told me less is more. I never listened to her on that one, I'm afraid. Yeah, it's good to be on the West Coast, I would say. A whole car must take a month. Oh, it takes longer than that, my brother. It's crazy. You found that 112 out there. Can I mix and match a couple of the stencils from the website? Yep, you sure can. For sure, my brother. There's 6 in a set for 20 bucks. They're really nice. 11 by 7 Mylar, reusable. And David, last week I know you were asking how I got that rose deal. Man, the rose one, I literally shot it with white. I moved it over like 2 millimeters to get that effect. And you have to see it in person. You know what I mean? It's one of those things you got to see it in person. Okay, so now let me make sure this is clean here. I'm going to come back with black right around the name. We are pretty much almost done, guys. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, the rose one, I pretty much shot it. I mean, I'm not doing it on this, but I shot it and then I just barely moved it over and then shot black over it and it leaves a white outline. Way cool effect. So now I'm literally just coming back with black around the lettering. I'm going to do a couple laps around. And this is going to make it look like the patterns are going underneath the lettering and the lettering is way raised. I see a little leaker. One little spot. Boom. All right. And then I might as well shoot. Same thing. I'm going to come along, open up the fan a little bit. Shade a little bit of black. Same thing. Okay. So now I'm going to take off can get it started. Come on. To try to peel it all up at once. Yeah, buddy. My shaky butt. If I can do it, you can do it. Who was watching Adam's live tonight? Was he doing the glow in the dark stuff? If anybody was watching. And then, like I said, there was that little leak through. Man, right there, I can see it. So I'm just gonna go back, scrape it, clean it. You wanna make sure there's no other leak throughs. Where you either didn't mask it up good. Then this is back to choice. You know what to do. You know, do I want to put wherever the blue is going to be? Of course, it's going to be silver. Do I want it to be purple? Do I want it to be magenta? Or do I, you know, even shade through it? You know what I mean? Which it could get. So, like, just real quick. I know we've ran way past, but I'm like, man, we've already went this far. So I'm going to do something. Usually you could just shoot color right through that. But I am going to, let me see. In fact, you know what? Let me... I'm just going to do that real quick, and then I'm going to come back with a little bit, the purple. You painted that 300Z from Rollers? Yes, sir. Casanova 1, Casanova 2, Casanova 2.5. So this is the purple. There was the first Casanova that was the, I forget what it was, a 280Z. Did that one out in Tucson. Really nice. And somebody threw paint stripper on it. And then, so then he bought the one that ended up the 3-time world champion, but I painted that one the first time. Then it got the top cut. Spotted in that. Then, we did, what do you call it? Then tore it down and I did all the body mods on it. All of that hood I handmade. I did all that myself. The fabrication, the wheel wells, the ground effects, the wing, the fenders inside the fenders. A lot of people don't know that. So then, now I'm going to untake this off here. All of that was just to get those little lines in there, and I'm going to still candy over it. So I'm going to do the bottom, the purple. I kind of want to get it decently shaded. Okay, and then I'm going to come back with the magenta. I'm going to dial it in. Kind of going over it with the magenta quite a few times. It would have been nice, let's put it this way, man, could have taped it all up again. But, you know, time-wise, and we could have shot some white and then candied over it, it would have just popped. Then this, because it is getting cold here, man, let me tell you, this is where you could start getting some peeling. When the candy will start peeling down to the flake because you're not giving it enough time to dry. What size flake is that on the board? On this board is actually just the point. It's the 0.04 and the 0.008 on this one. Man, and it blings pretty good. I'll since we're this late already, of course I'm gonna definitely clear it. So you get to see with some clear on it, and then we'll turn the light off as well with be able to see the flake and be able to see the colors pop a little better. Like I say, you always want to be careful, especially, man, if you put it on too wet. Like I say, when it starts to get cold like this, you got to be careful. Some of the inner coat clears, not all of them. but some of them will peel. Like the, I hate to say, the House of Colors, the SG 100. Some of that you gotta almost let set till the next day, because man, it'll peel off. It'll peel the candy right down to the flake. Boom. Okay. Let me take the border off. Perfect. That's what I just ordered. Going over a black. Oh, that'll work perfect, brother. Serious, man. I know a lot of people like the Vanderslice flake. That's like the next one up. It's got 3 flakes in it. But man, it is a lot of work. I usually call people when they order it. I'll be like, man, are you sure? Are you sure you wanted to order this? It's gonna take you a lot more clear, a lot more time sanding, a lot more time material wise, a lot, you know, everything. Huh? Oh no, that is the Vanderslice mix. Yeah, the Vanderslice mix, that's a little bit more in the bling bling, but it's like a lot more work, you know what I mean? Yeah, and here's the 0.8, if you guys can see it. Of course, really nice. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm gonna tack back over this. And then I'm gonna go over it with the make sure you got no adhesive. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go over it with probably the purple, just a light coat. Real light, just kind of a lavenderish. Okay. Nothing worse than clearing over a tape line. Man, that used to be my signature. Back in the day, I would leave a sliver. Back that was the 3M, the light blue 3M vinyl. Man, there would always be in every paint job. Let me tell you, Greg. Always, I would leave, and I didn't leave it on purpose. But thank you, John. I appreciate it, brother. What do you call it? I would always leave a sliver somewhere. And of course, man, I try to look as good as I can. And let me tell you, I would still, like I say, leave a sliver somewhere on almost every single one. The wet. Yeah, buddy. So, man. So, do you guys see? Let me see here. See right here where the tape that point bent over a little bit. This one's really sharp. That's killing me. It's turned. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me put it up. I don't know if you guys can see that. Killing me. You can either come in and scrape bigger, or I could go in just to make it not as noticeable. Kind of sucks, man, those little things, but it's just back to that, the whole being really picky. It's really important, you know what I mean? Brother Travis, yeah, buddy. That magenta, oh man, you wait till we put some clear on it. Like I say, but I'm gonna, this little spot that's bothering me, so it's just a little deal right there. So I say, you really got to watch those turns. I mean, those little points. It's so easy for them to get misshaped. And then basically really only going to shoot right there a little bit. Man, it is nice. I love this color combo. I'm going to come back. All right, let me mix up some clear. Thank you, my brother Salvador. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you, John. Boom, boom, boom. Facts. That color, man, I do love that color combo. Like I say, and then with those whites, man, those certain areas where it just glows, it's like boom. table just slightly. Boom. Yeah, buddy, appreciate it, Kevin. I'm gonna put a tack coat on. Man, I appreciate that, David, really, man. It was a blessing to have you guys here in Albuquerque. You always want to put kind of a dry, medium, wet coat over this. Let me tell you how many times, especially this is a flat piece on a table. Pretend this was a car, you go in super excited with clear. You talk about, let's pretend this is up. Man, I've had where color is sagged, the candy sags into the silver everywhere. We're talking a mess.
Oh, you already did it?
No. Yeah, buddy, looking forward to the jerky. Super good too, man. And thank you guys for supporting. Man, appreciate all you guys, man. Really tuning in. Means a lot. I appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the website. Truly look forward. I'm excited. Like I say, clear, inner coat clear, candies, silver, primer, everything you need to get the job done. It's what I've been working for a long time. It is. It's glowing. Like I say, we will let this dry just a quick second. This is some Meteor Fast Clear. So it lifts the color. Is that what you're saying? When the color flake be available? Man, I know, Joseph, man. Let me tell you, whatever color you want, let me know. I know my brother Tommy from Kansas. He just was like, hey, Rob, I need a pound of green. Boom. I just literally, you know, either we could do it off the website or on the website. I can make it for you. Whatever you need. You know what I mean? It does. That white just pops. And like I say, wait. Give it a minute. You guys are able to see some of the glowing. I'm watching the camera here. Man, wait till I can turn the light up here. Let me get a wet coat on. Steven Mora, that turned out amazing. Appreciate you, my brother. So now I'm going to come in with the wet coat. Usually I would, just because of time-wise, I would do another kind of medium wet. But we're going to go for the gold. Okay, my camera's probably getting, I'm gonna clean the lens up. Man, you guys can really see it pop now. Yeah, I'm using the Black Widow for the clear. Boom, boom, boom. So, what I'm gonna do now, I'm going to, we're going to turn up the light, and I'm going to have the other, let me scoot this over a little bit. Let's see. Let me turn off the, before you plug it in. I'm going to turn off the light real quick. It's going to go black real quick.
Are we gonna have power on the side still?
Oh no, it's gonna be that one. Yep, sorry guys, just a minute, sorry. Snap on that, yeah. Okay. You got it. You guys see it? Different angles, it pops different. Different ways you move it too. That white kind of does a hologram effect. and then it disappears. Boom, boom, boom. We turn the light back on, fan back on. Boom. I appreciate it, Travis. Love you, my brother. Congratulations, Grandpa. So I'm going to continue to clear. I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for supporting. As usual, I'm going to pray us out. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you, Lord. We just thank you for another day. I thank you for waking us up today, Lord. We just thank you for the blessings that you bestowed upon us. I thank you for every single person on the live tonight that has been on the live tonight. I know a lot of people are struggling with different things, different hardships that have came up, tragedies that have came up, blessings that have came up. We want to lift up Travis's granddaughter. We pray that she continues to just be healthy. I want to lift up her parents. We just thank you for all that you do, Lord. And we thank you even through the trials and tribulations, Lord. And we just ask for forgiveness in all those areas that we fall short. And I just pray blessings over every single person. In Jesus Christ's name, amen. Amen. Love you guys. Appreciate it. We're working to get better. Working to get some better lighting. Working it out. Appreciate you guys having patience with me. If there's anything you want on the website that's not on there, hit me up. My phone number is in the description. Text, say who you are, what you need. I will make a special thing for you. If you need some certain sizes of tape, a certain kit put together, I will do it. If you want colored flake, I will put that together for you. And I just thank you guys. God bless you guys. We'll see you guys next Thursday. And just all thanks to the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Love you guys. Thank you for staying up with us. Take care and God bless.